My name is Lorraine Garrison, and I started when Diana started this math circle. I was in the first year-long session and just fell in love with it automatically. I was a fairly new teacher and I was looking for things to do in my classroom that were engaging, and I really didn't want to follow the textbooks, and it started giving me the knowledge and the strength and the belief that I could do more engaging things with my students and that they would be learning rather than just handing them a worksheet every day. And then a couple years later, I started a math circle at York International, which is in Mapleton School District. And so now we are calling it, in its 5th year, maybe its 6th year, we're calling it the Mapleton Math Circle. Traditionally, we are an underserved district, and the kids who come are not those that are trying to be in competitions or high-level math performing students. Instead, we have students who want to come, make connections with adults, are interested in trying something new, and they're growing just through having that mathematical freedom to explore. And I had a young lady named Grace who came, and she was always like, oh yeah, I don't want to come, but she kept coming. And she was in 6th grade when we started that one, and she would come every time and she would play. But we did this one problem with hats, and everybody was lined up and you had to try to figure out what color everybody's hat was, but you couldn't see and you didn't know what color your hat was. That was in 6th grade. I taught her several years, and then last year she was a junior, and we still have a running joke about, I don't know the hat problem. The hat problem drives me crazy, but she still remembered it and she was still thinking about it. I have another young man, Miguel, who came that same year, but he came under duress. He didn't really want to be there, but his younger brother was there, and I've taught him for several years. Last year he was my student aide, and so he'd come in, and when he'd finish his task, he didn't have other homework to be working on, he'd put this specific problem up. It was a Monty Hall problem with the different doors and the probabilities, because he didn't agree. He totally didn't agree with the solution, and he still was working on that same problem and was excited to be doing so. As a teacher, it's really rewarding to be with like-minded people and to problem solve, to put your learner hat on, and to just explore math. It's really rewarding when the kids are willing to engage and try something hard, especially the ones that you see in class who aren't willing to take that. So you know they're taking steps and being a little braver, being willing to make mistakes, being willing to fail and learn from it, and then kind of just finding their own voice a little bit. It gave me the belief that my students could learn through doing engaging, open-ended problems. And so I often will give them, well, like 3-act math or some other, a Joe Bowler type of task, where it has, anybody can enter this task, anybody can contribute, but if you want to take it really high, it has that really high ceiling, and you can just keep going, and I can keep asking them questions that'll push them there. Everybody can learn from it, and everybody can explore it together. So I've really been able to bring that into my classroom. That makes me have a lot more fun. It makes the students have a lot more fun. And when the kids are like, what, class is over already? And they're talking about math class at 7th period, that, I feel like that's a win.